Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day 2 of Sonic and the Glitchless Gauntlet, apostrophe trademark pending. I am here with the enigmatic and very shiny shovelclaws, and it's here to show you just what Knuckles' max percent is in SADX. So go ahead, shovelclaws, take it away, and why don't you just start off by giving us a primer on this category?
All right, hey, what's up, guys? My name is shovelclaws. Yeah, the weird that you called me shiny. You do know I'm not actually the upgrade item. Yeah, I am a person. That's crazy. So yeah, this is Knuckles' story, max percent. Before I break down the category, I'm going to talk about what Knuckles' story is. Knuckles in this game, if you aren't aware, is just a pretty simple hunting game mode, much like he is in SA2 alongside Rouge. Yeah, we'll be going around each stage, collecting 3 pieces of the Master Emerald in each. This is because Chaos has broken the Master Emerald after Eggman has reawoken a dormant god. I love Sonic lore. That's all he does. But yeah, max percent for this category is basically just in 100% for our boy Knuckles. We'll be collecting everything that we possibly can with Knuckles. This includes the hub emblems and the stage ranks. We'll get into what those are as we can start the run, but that's all I have to say. Apologies in advance. I am somewhat sick, under the weather a little bit, so if I cough into the mic at any point, that's my bad, but I'll do my best to not to. As long as we are ready on the timer.
We are absolutely ready to go. Whenever you are ready to count us down.
All right, so on go. 3, 2, 1, go. So we'll start out in Station Square, immediately heading off to Speed Highway, our first stage. Like I said, Knuckles is a hunting game mode. In SA2, we have a lot more tools at our disposal with Knuckles hunting, but in this game, all we have is our radar. There are 3 slots of the radar that we have at our disposal at all times instead of 1 by 1 like in SA2. These 3 slots will be named accurately Piece 1, Piece 2, Piece 3 for their position in the radar. This is because we can't get a radar ping for a piece if it is, for example, if a Piece 1 pings, if our first slot of the radar pings, that is a Piece 1, it cannot appear in radar slot 2. So once we know what we're looking for, we can use a really easy process of elimination to determine what set we have. For example, there I knew exactly where that Piece 3 was in this stage. Unfortunately, we didn't get to talk about Speed Highway much, but we'll be able to get into it more later because we'll have to play each stage 3 times total, once in the story and twice in the trial menu for the stage ranks. We'll get there when we get there. There, I stopped off on the burger shop in the hub world. This is Station Square. There are 2 other hub worlds, which are the Mystic Ruins and the Egg Carrier. You'll see them when we get there, but hub emblems are scattered around all 3 of the hub worlds. There are 4 in each. This is Casinopolis, our second stage. This is a very compact stage, so there is quite a lot of pings. Like there, we were on the bottom floor and saw all 3 of our piece pings, which is pretty overwhelming for a new runner. Of course, it's not hard to read them once you get just a little bit more information. So hop down into this vault area and we'll be out of Casino. Out of Casino, we'll be transported off to the past by our good orb friend Decal. This game's story basically, for Knuckles at least, revolves around him finding out about his past, about why the Echidna tribe so catastrophically failed as they searched for power with the Master Emerald and tried to take over things, but then Chaos said no, smiley face. But this is the first trick of the run. We'll see if I get it. Hopefully. Basically, during each cutscene, there is a small actionable window where you can input a action with the action button. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see it there because I am bad, but during that cutscene of Cream flying across the street, if you input a punch in this actionable window, it's a few frames. You will be able to walk during it, and it saves like a second or 2. It's not massive. This is Chaos too. Also, that's not a glitch, by the way. Every cutscene has that oversight, so I don't consider it a glitch. What is a glitch is how we typically normally do this boss. Typically, we do a manipulation where we hit him, turn around, jump, hit him again, and then his hitbox kind of glitches out and resets to its position without doing the bouncing attack that it did in that fight. But we can't do that. It's a glitch, of course. Now we're in the Mystic Ruins after Eggman has somehow tricked Knuckles into thinking Sonic is after the pieces of the Master Emerald again. Stop up above that cave, the cliff on that cave to get the second hub emblem that we see in this run. Then we collect the shovel claws in that cave. Insert comment about my name here. We need the shovel claws to dig up the monkey destruction switch to, one, get out of the cave by destroying that key that traps us in, and then open the gate to our next level, Red Mountain. We do need this monkey destruction switch, so we have to carry it all the way to the entrance because the loading zone doesn't spawn in until we destroy that key. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Red Mountain is our next stage, very vertically based. So what I'll be doing in this is I'll be scouting around for for a few pings of our 3 emerald pieces. All 3 are down here, which is amazing news for us. So I'll just go ahead, stop off, collect our piece 1, collect our piece 2 here. I think I know where the piece 2 is. It is up here, so take this ramp up and over. And then this guy? Yeah, this guy. And now we're out of Red Mountain. Typically what I do there is I'd go to the bottom of the stage, and if I don't see the pings that I want, or have to go all the way down, I can just restart, because restarting in this game, unlike SA2, doesn't re-scramble your pieces. You have a set piece set from the very beginning. Now we're off after Red Mountain to the Sonic fight. Tell me where I've seen this recently all over the place. But we'll be just fighting Sonic, hopefully just getting it really, really fast.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no, indeed.
Oh no!
Okay, Sonic got owned there. Now we're in the actual slow part of the run, thank God, because my voice is killing me. But yeah, this is Chaos 4. All we need to do is make sure we're gliding as he goes to wind up an attack, and he'll always shoot us the fastest attack, the little splash attack there. He can choose from 4, and it's pretty easy to guarantee the splash attack. We just have to glide. Then we just hit him with our punch, and that's that. We do this a total of 7 times, if I'm doing the math correctly, because he has 3 attack cycles at the very end. I love everyone in the chat saying, oh no. Yeah, typically it is Knuckles that it gets memed on for that, but Sonic says it too.
Yeah, that just fight, except for, because you obviously, as Knuckles, you fight Sonic instead of Tails, but, like, just that entire oh no's all around.
I forget if Tails says, oh yeah, because I guess you never fight Tails, so I guess you never find out. So yeah, it is just oh no's. You fight Tails as Knuckles, but not Tails as anyone else. Little baby man can't handle a fight, Smitch.
I think Tails would probably say uh-oh, or oops.
He seems like an uh-oh gamer, yeah.
Yeah.
We're coming up on the last attack Chaos will hit us with. Hopefully not hit us with, but because that would be a bad sign, but after Chaos 4, we'll be heading back to Station Square, which is weird, because if you know this category, we typically head off to the 4th stage, Lost World. We head back to Station Square to collect 2 of the emblems that we previously couldn't. This is because, for 1, we don't have the shovel claws, so we can't dig, and for 2, the train station part of Station Square never opens up until after we leave. So we can't get into this area to collect this emblem, and we don't have the shovel claws to dig into the ground to collect our other emblem. After we collect this emblem, we'll soft reset to the menu, just get back to the very beginning as fast as we can, or get back into the story as fast as we can, because it will take us back to the Mystic Ruins very quickly. So, back into the story, we'll now be heading off to Lost World, the 4th stage. Head off into this minecart. We have 2 keys to collect before we get to Lost World. They're pretty simple. One's on this cliffside, one's in the jungle. Lost World, we typically do use a glitch in Knuckles story runs. basically, if you don't know, this game combines levels a lot. So, for example, Sonic and Knuckles both play Lost World in their respective stories. And Knuckles' Lost World is actually the room right before the ending of Sonic's Lost World. We can use this fact and combine it with a interesting mechanic of the Lost World doors to clip right through into Sonic's exit. This is an alternative exit. Of course, no clipping is allowed in this category, so we actually do get to hunt Lost World. You get to see the Master Emerald fully completed, finally. After so long of us cheating. Lost World is just one big room, so it's actually not like a terrible hunting stage. The reason it's slower, and it's always slower, by the way, it's always slower to hunt Lost World. The reason for this is because our Piece 3s are always at the top of the stage. So with this ping that we see right now, we know it's in between the teeth of these spikes. I'm gonna take a gamble on this Piece 2. Unfortunately, not paying off because our Piece 2 is in this room. I think it's this dig spot here. And now we're out of Lost World.
Really quickly, the phrase "two stone statues, the door
Yeah.
to the past" will haunt me forever because I got stuck there in the jungle as a kid because I couldn't find the silver key for a long time.
Yeah, I remember that as well. But I actually never played this game as a kid. It's crazy because this game's my favorite game of all time, and people always say that it's nostalgia. I never played this game as a kid. I first played this game in 2020. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was late to the party, but there are a lot of Sonic games I haven't played, but yeah. Now, before we take a death warp over to up the tunnel, we collect the hub emblem right in the middle of the air. Related, you'll notice whenever I go to collect a hub emblem, that I am attempting to jump right before collecting it. This is because the game, if you are mid-air while collecting a hub emblem, will not take away your controls. If you are standing on the ground, you cannot move after collecting an emblem until the count is done. Anyways, now we'll make a pit stop over to Big's house. I didn't think I would ever say those words in my life, but there are two emblems that we have to collect. One right there in the jungle there, and one in the tree trunk here. Unfortunately, I didn't get the funny float. If you collect that emblem and attach to the wall, you float up. It's really odd. But now we'll collect the second and last upgrade of this run, the fighting gloves. These are useless. They have one very specific use case in this run. You'll see it when we get there. Otherwise, they do nothing. We don't collect these in main story runs because they are so far out of the way and save maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah, it basically gives Knuckles a light speed attack equivalent. If you punch and hold the action button, he then does the light speed attack similar to Sonic's Ancient Light. And I believe it can do, what, double damage to Chaos 6 as well?
You spoil all the fun, Amber. God. Yeah, I was going to explain that when we got to Chaos 6. But now we're in the egg carrier. Before we go into Skydeck, which is our last stage for the story part, we'll collect some of the emblems. People don't know about this elevator part, apparently.
I didn't know you could hit that button before the egg carrier crash.
Yeah, I learned that by just testing around with this category. Turns out I couldn't find a way to get up here or get up to that door that we left in without clipping through a wall. So I had to figure something out. But collect the bedroom emblem, the spinning top emblem, because I don't know what else to call that emblem. What do you even attempt to call it? And then collect the pool emblem, and then we'll fall right into Skydeck.
It can't be.
I'm glad to see people in chat never knew about the elevator. Because, yeah, I didn't know about that until I played this category. Anyways, in Skydeck now, this stage has a tilting gimmick. Basically, this lever at the very beginning will tilt the ship, and this will unlock very specific pieces for the stage. Jump up, collect this piece 3. I think my piece 2 might have been a dig spot. Oh, it was. Okay.
No, yeah.
That's unfortunate. This is one of the pains of running glitchless for this category. One while it does actually kind of remove a hub emblem, which is useful, it also makes Skydeck insufferably bad. So in the process of tilting the ship to collect certain pieces, they thought it was a genius idea to make a lot of pieces just inaccessible with certain tilts. And I get it, because that's the whole gimmick, right? But also I hate it. This run is notorious for killing good runs and story runs, because some of the tricks you need to do to get out of bounds to collect certain pieces are really terrible. Thankfully, this stage has actually kind of been busted recently. It's a lot better now, but it used to be terrible. If you got a bad piece set in this stage, you were losing minutes of your run. And this being the last stage in story runs, really unfortunate. So before we go off to Chaos 6, the final boss of this stage, we'll actually be going quickly through this pass segment, the final pass segment of this run, and then exiting out to the trial menu. Trial menu is basically this game's stage selection. This is to do the stage rank emblems that I mentioned earlier. Basically, this game's stage ranks, instead of counting points or your time or whatever, are just special objectives, much like the mission modes from the missions in SA2. You'll notice I compare this game a lot to SA2. There's a reason for that. For Knuckles, the missions for each stage are actually really, really easy, and we do them just by completing the stages normally anyways. So for B ranks, we can't collect hint mods, the hints, which are the floating orbs around the stage. For A ranks, we have to complete it within a certain amount of time, typically 1 minute, but 2 minutes for Skydeck, because Skydeck sucks. So now this gives us a chance to talk about Speed Highway some more, since we didn't get to before. So Speed Highway is simply split into 3 sections. You have the initial spawn area here, you have an area to the right with a bunch of Piece 2s, and an area to the back where we have to go to, clean up shop a bit. If we don't see a Piece 2 here, you'll actually get to see it. Otherwise, awesome. All 3 of our Speed Highway sets were really good, I'll be real. Typically, I expect to visit the ending area, the back area, but we didn't see it once in this run, besides the Piece 3s on the balcony. Now, we've talked about Casino already, just very compact, a lot of very close pings. The lowest shard count in the entire game, by the way, of only 14, when everything else typically has 21. So this gives me some time to explain the radar. If you have a special eye for patterns, you might have noticed, but this game's radar actually has a very easy to follow pattern to it. Basically, Piece 1s are always kind of free-floating. All you need to do is get to them, and it's not much hassle. Piece 2s are always enemies, interaction pieces, enemies digging spots or containers that they're hidden in. And Piece 3s are always very specific to the stage you're playing. So, for example, in Casino, you have one in the Sonic statue here. We didn't actually get to see this, unfortunately. I love that piece, because in this run, we actually do destroy the Sonic statue. And then we have one in that lion statue to our left right now, and then one in this vault area. So, for example, the Speed Highway Piece 3s are a lot simpler to follow. You just have 3 along the balconies on the side of the stage. The pattern's actually pretty consistent and makes learning this category really, really easy once you know about it. So again, we'll be doing the radar, the scanning for Red Mountain. The reason we do this scanning, relevant now, is because we have a 1 in 3 chance of going to the volcano. Basically, Piece 3, there are 3 Piece 3s in every stage, and one of our Piece 3s is on top of this volcano. Going to this volcano is terribly slow, and checking it is slower than just scanning around and hoping for a good set. It's pretty unfortunate, but hopefully that's our only time seeing the volcano, because we did have to visit it that time. The Piece 3s in the stage are just scattered around the green balconies across the plateaus, one of 3 of them. And then there's not much else special about this stage. I don't know if you'll see the bottom area's air current, because our piece sets were kind of all right. I don't think we have to visit the bottom area at all. But we do have to visit the volcano again, I believe, because I think our Piece 1 is behind the volcano. There are 2 Piece 1s that orbit the volcano, one in front of that rocket area, and then one down here at the back. Getting 2 volcano pieces actually kind of makes it better, so I'm not complaining too much. We've had astoundingly average RNG this run. So
yeah,
now,
honestly, your piece knowledge is incredible. So like, I can't get behind. Like, I've never really been able to wrap my head around static speedrunning, largely because like the hunting stages here go over my head, despite the fact that I can do hunting stages in SA2.
Oh yeah, I mean, part of the thing about this game is that a lot of it is just location memorization. Like SA2's hint modules are way easier to wrap your head around because it's just like it tells you where the piece is, you know? Or
Yeah,
at least gives you an idea of what it
them.
is. And it's but I do prefer this game's hunting mainly because I like how Knuckles controls in this game more, but also because it's learning one SA2 stage is learning this entire game. This game has as many pieces as in one SA2 stage, which is crazy.
Yeah, the sheer volume of the SA2 stages individually is absurd.
Yeah.
And that's
it's
the
insane.
difficulty of memorizing that stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, Lost World, did I get I got another chameleon piece, I think. No, I got a dig spot. Never mind, we're good. No, I didn't. Okay, I don't know where this piece 2 is then. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, these chameleon guys are really, really annoying. Basically, when porting over the game to 60 FPS, these chameleon enemies go in, turn visible, attack, and then go invisible. And it's really annoying because they have double the speed, the animation speed. So a lot of the times they just go invisible and then, or turn visible, go invisible again. It's really frustrating. But I have no idea where I saw this Piece 1 ping. Oh, I think it's down here. Yeah, Piece 1s can be these boxes, which is really weird because you'd think Piece 2s are enemy pieces. You have to destroy something. But no, the Piece 1s are in that. It's weird. Also, I failed to mention it, but the reason Lost World is always slower is without the alternate exit glitch is that the 3 Piece 3s are at the top of the stage, so you always have to climb up to the stage. I might have mentioned that earlier. I can't specifically remember. I think
either push or pull.
I think I might have. But Skydeck is weird. Not because of the tilting gimmick, but because of its radar set. Basically, unlike every other stage, this stage has 6 Piece 3s for no reason, I think. I cannot tell you why. The Piece 3s are 2 of the turrets in the front of the stage, 2 in the back here, this piece included. I hate this piece because it's really deceiving with its depth of field. It's quite silly. And then there's one at the top at the back of the stage. Hopefully you'll see that one because I like that one. And then one in the cage. You saw that one a lot earlier. And then one right behind the cage piece. And then there are 3 Piece 1s, which is weird because there are typically 6 in every other stage. I don't know why I'm playing this like I normally play Skydeck, but you know what? We'll go for it. Yeah, there are 3 Piece 1s, and they're all in the weird garage areas, and it makes no sense. I'm not really sure. Oh, is this a Piece 3? This is a Piece 3. Awesome, you guys get to see the funny wall run now. This is the Piece 3 I was talking about that was at the top of the stage. What we do is just run right up that wall and jump up to the top of the stage. I love that piece. It's very funny.
Just for anyone who is joining, the reason why shovelclaws is playing through the levels in trial mode right now is because this is max %, so you do need all of the emblems prior to finishing the story off. You'll see we're at 90% completion, and it just hopped right back into Knuckles' story to finish it off, I believe, right?
I guess technically you could do the trial menu after the credit sequence, but I just prefer the credit sequence closing it out, and 2, I think it's faster technically. Anyways, this is Chaos 6. If you don't know, Chaos in the in Sonic's story is being fed Chaos Emeralds. He gets more powerful with each one. He's at 6 Chaos Emeralds in this boss fight, but he's actually astoundingly easy to defeat. He'll inhale this first Freezy that we hit. We'll get close to him, charge up a maximum heat attack, like Amber said. This is just a light speed attack. It's weird, but it does half of Chaos's health, so it's really quick to just awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. You know what? I'm just gonna grab it, please. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. That works. Time doesn't come up, by the way. We have to watch the credit sequence because there is a credits emblem at the very end of the credits. And this wouldn't be a true max % run without collecting that emblem. So it's not all bad because that one gives me time to do my outro, and 2 gives me you get to listen to the best song in the game, best song of all Sonic games, unknown from me. I want to see the lyrics in chat. If I don't hear them, if I don't see them, I'm very disappointed. I mentioned this earlier. Anyways, that was Knuckles max %, at least most of it. I love this category because I just like showing off hunting strats. Each piece has its own individual strat, and it's really, really cool to be able to show off so much of it. Thinties are typically better at this, but I think max % is an interesting twist. Also, I did that glitchless, which is crazy because this game is impossible glitchless. It's really, really buggy, but that's okay. Yeah, I just love Knuckles hunting. Knuckles hunting is a big love of mine. I've meant to get into SI2 hunting for so long now. It's overwhelming, but you know, I'll get there one day, hopefully. For now, I'm working on statics. I've ran this game for about 1.5 years now, so yeah, I want to work my way through the categories of this game before moving on. Anyways, I'll make this quicker. Shout out to the statics Discord. You guys have done a lot for me, and you guys don't know how much you have impacted my life. I highly appreciate all of you. Breaking this game with you guys is a joyous time. Also, shout out to the Sonic Adventure era speedrun community. I think I got that right. Hopefully, you guys put on great events. We had an Adventure era marathon earlier this year where I got to commentate a few Knuckles things, and it was a great time. Then individuals, Talia, you are a great friend of mine. I'm very excited to see you at GDQ. That's going to be a great time. Of course, everyone working on this event, Hypnotics, you're a good friend of mine anyways, so I'm going to shout you out individually, but Amber, you, Ray, Rich, you guys doing tech behind the scenes. This event's been great. I'm very happy I got to hang out and do this run for you. Also, shout out to Cowboy Knuckles, because she did my emotes and they're amazing, and I'm very, very happy with them. She's a great artist. Go follow her. She deserves it. As for me, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at shovelclaws and /shovelclaws. Shovelclaws on most things. Somehow that name isn't taken. It's kind of insane. But yeah, if you want to keep up with me, I have a Discord you can join. You can just find it in my stream by doing my Discord command. But yeah, that's kind of mostly it from me. I don't have much else to say. We have a little bit to go. Amber, if you want to say anything.
Absolutely. First and foremost, I know that I believe you've plugged yourself. There were a lot of shout outs there, but if you haven't followed Shovelclaws, you should follow it. Twitch.tv/shovelclaws. Really glad to have you here. Your username is delightful, by the way.
I get that a lot, actually. I'm very happy with it because it's
like, how has no one named themselves like Shovelclaws yet? Like, how does that name exist? Or like,
no
not
one do
exist
it like
yet?
me. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. And just like, it allows for plenty of puns or jokes or plays on the name as well. And that's why I called you Shiny, because the literal like, first off, your run is brilliant.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're coming up on time. When the emblem flashes on screen, you'll see it. Also, I want to point out the ending art for his credits. Amazing. I love this art.
Yeah, this art is really nice. But like that run is absolutely brilliant, and it's looking like you're going to be sub 28 minutes on the timer. Just judging off of what I've got here.
That's kind of close to my PB, maybe. I haven't checked my PB. Anyways, 3, 2, 1, time. There we go. That's the run.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a 2757 question mark, something like that.
2757. I think that might. Well, to be fair, we do time with our IGT, and I wasn't timing myself because I'm too lazy to do that. But that might be a RTA PB at least. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's all I have to say. You guys are free to take it off however you wish.
Yeah, and thank you so much for that awesome run, shovelclaws. We have coming up next, we're going back to the classics for one more run. We've got Sonic CD 2011 being run by Ashikun coming up. It's going to be the No Major Glitches category, and unlike the Steam port, there's just like, there's going to be the iOS version, because this is also a mobile game. So it's actually really cool to see someone playing on the iOS version with a really nice setup too. So we'll be right back in just a minute. Feel free to get up and walk around. Maybe subscribe if you haven't. You maybe have that Prime Gaming sub there. So I would, drop that if you want some awesome Sonic Spinball emotes and some other great Velocity and Faith emotes. But we'll be right back in just a few minutes. Stick around.